Welcome to Notre Dame College, where every student is our most important student. For nearly a century, Notre Dame College has offered an outstanding liberal arts education with a personal touch. Our faculty and staff are passionate about preparing students for successful and meaningful lives after college. Located just 25 minutes from downtown Cleveland, Ohio, our vibrant, friendly, and diverse 48-acre campus is the choice of more than 2,000 students from 40 states and 22 countries. We have 22 scholarship sports and a wide variety of extracurricular activities, clubs, and organizations. We are the perfect size, large enough for an exciting college experience, but still able to ensure small class sizes and individual attention. Notre Dame College, a Catholic institution in the tradition of the Sisters of Notre Dame, educates a diverse population in the liberal arts for personal, professional, and global responsibility. We invite you to tour the campus in person and see the Notre Dame difference for yourself. The Office of Admissions will be glad to arrange for a visit where you'll learn more and meet with our outstanding faculty members and staff, all of whom are committed to making you feel welcome.
Just to get a degree.
You can do that anywhere.
Sure, you can get prepared for a career.
But first, you have to want it.
You actually have to believe that you
have the potential to do it.
We're not just born with that ability. Sometimes you have to learn how to believe in yourself.
How to be the CEO of your own life.
How to be an influencer, a leader. And when that's what you want to learn,
simple.
Come to Bonaventure.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are Ian Blackburn, Zach Poland, Sam Brennan, Jared McGill, Mike Mann, Brian Keogh, Michael Rudy Razinski, James Whipper, Sean Garnett, Christian Satch Core, Tim Hamill, Captain, Brett DuBois, Callahan, Stewart, Luke Lembach, Brinkley, Sean O'Bria, Robert Spiker, Nick Winkoff, Daniel Tyler Sedley, your coach, your head coach, Mark Morris, your assistant, George Mason, Scott Cranfield, Sam Roller, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tennessee Volunteers rugby team. Colin Terrell, Brandon Wellington, Jack Stover, Curry Roberts, Josh Hughes, Dylan Craven, Travis Victors, Nick DeLucci, Will Holland, Charles Jacob, John V, Andrew Stayers, Sam Hawkins, Ben Schwartz, Chris Agnew, Jordan Campbell, Lon Hill, Chris Leatherwood, David Miller, and Jacob Price. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Tennessee Volunteers rugby team.
Let's go.
Your referees, Ed Gardner and Ryan Gardner. Ladies and gentlemen, the coin flip. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the singing of the national anthem.
Had a conversation in front of the camera, live feed, about it's always on. It's all.
push. That's a knock. Second one was a knock. Crouch. Bind. Set. All the way. It's a maul. Move, tackler. Let it come. Out, out. Last. All the way, all the way. Move, tackle. There we go. One step over, guys, come on, please. Thanks. Outside, outside. Set!
Be part of it. The scrum is wheeled, but out we go. Rzinski sends it out wide. That'll be from Harrell. They're still running. They're still going. Long run.
Side of the tackle.
The value of being able to pass in front of a player.
From the back, not the side. Wait a minute.
And finally against Tennessee. And so just like that, from one, Gamecocks have an attacking line out inside the Tennessee 22.
No, you were second.
Keown looking to get a nice solid possession.
It's a maul. Get outside, get out.
Good maul from South Carolina. Very good maul from South Carolina. They look nice and still working it. Keown digging for it. And no, they're held up by Tennessee. A little bit of a hard coming out, but Tennessee will get the scrum. It's a nice stop for the Volunteers. Remember, if you small, then the defending team is going to get the put in the scrum. That rule is in there to stop people from just mauling it up and down the field all day. Travis Vickers ready to put it in for Tennessee. Very low scrum. Well, they lost it out the back. Uncontrolled, loose ball, touchdown. The blindside flank, but they're going to have to check that. But I think that was Corcoran out. A good solid hold by South Carolina on the scrum. Kind of squirted out the back, and you just got to be quick on that. Vickers needed to be faster around the base of the scrum. Quite the turn of events, because to the scrum, but they weren't able to do anything with it. And the kick from Keown, 0. Kickoff by nice deep one, but Gamecocks have it. Dekluski now cuts back inside into traffic. Recycling now. USC definitely looking to run it, and they can run that. That's why they're looking to run it. They think they can do that on Tennessee. Trying to get Holland going. Excuse me, trying to get James Whipper free on the left wing, but
Stop playing.
so it'll be a penalty to Tennessee. They kick to touch. They're looking for the line out.
I'm out here. Guys, see me step, please. Here's the mark right here.
Ball out now. South Barnes taken down. Head high tackle. Advantage being played. They're going through again. Barnes cleared out. Dekluski. Oh, look at that pace. Look at that speed, just running with so much confidence. Whipper whipping through. Again, the defense is just there. Defense doesn't look too organized right now. Big old gap right up the middle. If South Carolina can recycle quickly.
Separate three.
And evening out, dressing the regiment, as it were. Dekluski trying to pop it out. Lost. And lost again. That was a counterattack opportunity. But the running, these two teams both want to play. It's a little bit wet. It's a little bit cold. It's a little bit late at night.
Yeah.
So the handling is good.
Okay. Captain, that player there. Captain.
So there's down. He's been pretty active, sort of playing as a first receiver sometimes.
That includes not throwing punches in players' backs after they get tackled. I see it again. It's going to be serious.
Barnes. Christian Harrell against South Carolina after discussion with the assistant referee.
Yeah. Thanks for reminding me about it. See what you did to your captain?
Charlie Jacobs ready to kick to touch. And he makes a good 22 meters or so.
Hey,
maybe 20.
Tomato X4. Open it. You guys step out. There you go. There's a gap right there. Thank you. Yep.
Tomato X4. Tomato X4.
Oh!
Win from Tennessee. Now they're going to maul it.
6, come out. Come out.
The drive keeps going. It's spun away from the main body, but it's still going. And finally goes down to the ground. And the referee
They didn't bring it down, so it's going to be their scrum. Ball brought in.
Ground twice now. He's called it as scrum stop.
Yeah, gets tackles down. Okay. That was an advantage over there. We got
that'll be a scrum put in for South Carolina.
Crouch. Bind.
Michael Rudzinski.
Set.
The ball. Oh, but that's well
Tackle
harassed. Is Keown by Travis Vickers. Forming in now. Where's that ball?
Away tackler.
Tennessee has
Last
it.
look, guys.
They're
All
close to the
way.
line now. Popping it up. Forwards. Interior. Is it coming out quickly? Not really quick enough. Good find. Where is it?
Double movement, guys. Back 10.
It
please.
is held up.
Double movement. Back 10. Back 10, guys. Back 10.
Tennessee will get a scrum.
Double movement.
And
yeah,
being
double.
tackled down to the ground and then reaching over and trying to score it from there. South Carolina is out of it. One of the weird things we've been seeing today, referees are usually very about taking a tap from the mark. If you take the quick tap from not close to the mark, they get upset about it, and definitely not in front of the mark. But the kicks to touchers go well in front of the mark to kick. Seems a little bit not right. Well, there go the centers now for South Carolina. Barnes and Harrell working to keep it alive. And it's
move, tackler, get out!
The pick and go. Keon
Rook, hands away!
running on his own.
Ball's out, play on.
Where is it now? Sent out,
play
dropped, taken by Tennessee. Now the Tennessee Volunteers have it.
Hands away, let it come, separate, all the way, all the way.
Pick and
tackler.
Forwards just working their way down into that 22. And there goes Zakluski.
Release him now, move.
Pushed on.
Never separate.
And
separate
a penalty
first, then go back.
Against Tennessee. South Carolina thought they'd poach that one.
Okay. They like points, guys.
But instead, they hadn't released the tackled player. So, penalty to Tennessee. Will they go for points? Looks like they will. Right in front of the post, it would seem like that was an automatic.
After tackle, get all the way to that last foot before you come in.
So that's your right wing players getting ready to kick it over for Tennessee. About a 20-meter kick right in front of the. And Sayers kicks it through. And that'll make it 5. You heard a distracting yell as he went for it from the South Carolina side. Not generally done, but loud. Up to the referee to notice that. Again, Tennessee doesn't control it. They have to control that. Catch it with their hands, not with their chest. To South Carolina.
Let's have a problem. Let's go, boys. All you do. Let's get a try. Come on. Crouch. It's too wet for this. Come a little bit closer, please. Thank you.
Referee resetting things. The footing at this point, you know, the footing is far better than we thought it might be earlier in the week.
Fine.
And now we are in game number 8 of this weekend.
Boys, it's just a slip. Just two side
slip. Goes down, we reset it.
We need to move step up. Move step up. Good hard work, boys. Right here, boys. That's why I wanted it closer to begin with. Second. Fine. Set.
Really steep line. But Tennessee wheels that scrum. Keon somehow gets it out. Radzinski works a move. Whipper.
It's a rook.
And back out we go. All the way to the right wing now. Core. Satch Core. He sent. Somehow they rescue that.
Away tacklers, let it come. 4, let it come.
Now the forwards. Big punishing run for that one.
All the way back. You're up too shallow.
And the kick high up in the air, not really going. Gathered, brought down. That looked like it was Radzinski getting the ball. USC still has it.
Find it.
Forward ever so carefully. And the ball loose, spun out. Radzinski, long, wide pass.
Both ways. First by red, second by orange.
And a little bit of frustration. They're really trying to play with. But it's tough to do.
It's all right, my man. Yeah, sides those.
Hey, y'all, back on the rucks. Have it, boys. Yeah, 32. Right now. Second.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
So we got a scrum down to 10.
No.
Good drive from Tennessee. Wheels around.
Rock.
Vickers already today. And there's the breakthrough, the big man.
All the way.
What can they do with that? Breakthrough, oh man. Another pick and go.
Rock. Stay last, boys.
They want to go quickly. It out.
Mark that. Wait.
And Dekluski, and kicks it all the way through.
Lay on, not held.
Is down to the line. Somehow rescued but lost. And again, Tennessee gets it.
Tennessee hand, then it's South Carolina.
Didn't just touch it down, and he could have probably been able to do it even if it just rolled short of the line. You can straddle the line and pick it up and put it down that way. But it ends up being a scrum for South Carolina. Now we're in about the same position, and they lost control of the ball and gave up a try.
Set.
It's going to be that kind of game, I think. Keon wants to hook up with Rudzinski. Get that kick out of here. But I think we saw the kick into the corner, the attacking kick. This one from
Fine.
Here comes that scrum again. So low these two packs are. Rudzinski, the kick. It's high, it's not out, it's caught. Dekluski has it, and he's stayed alive. He goes down and is able to squeak. Vickers, nothing there, just sort of scampers ahead. And then ball fumbled, lost, but we're going to go with a penalty for to Tennessee.
You're not onside first. Get to the last foot and then come forward.
For offside by South Carolina, and so second time. Well, Andrew Sayers kicked a very nice penalty right in front of the post. This one a little, but it's only about 22 meters out.
Just let him know that player has to.
We got a 5-3 game. This is what championship games are like. Got to go for points. The points when they're on offer, and you better have a good goal kicker.
That player has to come from an onside position.
Sayers on the wing. We've seen a few different positions this weekend, including prop. Saw a flanker take a shot. Sometimes in this kind of environment, they get a little bit snatchy, just put it all out of their mind, which is what Sayers is trying to do right now. And the attack, and it's good. And Tennessee takes the lead, 6-5. Penalty goals from Andrew Sayers.
He needs to come from an onside position on the last foot to begin with, and then he came across and played him. Number 7. What's that? Whoever it was over here.
Biggest issue that Tennessee has had is not securing that kickoff, and this they do. That's going to work for them.
No.
And a penalty. Looks like South Carolina having issues around the ruck in a variety of different places, not rolling away, not coming in from the right side. I think we were coming in from the side on that one. And Jacobs puts it into touch.
Hobo, I suggest you get very careful what happens after the whistle goes. You be very careful, young man.
Well, that's won by Tennessee. now we can work with it. Dekluski trying to work his inside backs. Jacobs, but no. They're isolated. Slow to the breakdown is Tennessee. Holding on.
Man.
Just that. And the defense comes for the ball. There's going to be a penalty, or you have to. So the kick to touch, and USC has an attacking opportunity. We've got about 17 minutes left in this first. This is the 8th of 9 games held. Good maul. The maul keeps going. How similar these teams are and how they approach different sections of the game. A pick and go, close to the line. It out now. Rudzinski looking to use his backs. Nice tackle. Another huge tackle.
It's a rook. Back foot.
The hits are coming in now.
Back foot all the way.
Tennessee has driven them back about 5 meters. But still the Gamecocks come.
Very good. It's a good line.
Out again, another tackle. Dragging the players.
All the way, boys. Back it up. He's held now.
The pick and go, they're getting closer now. Getting close to the line. Referee, does he like it? And he likes it. Try South Carolina.
I'll take a look, man.
And that's a huge one. It's right under the posts. It's going to be easy to kick over. Four going to move it, and that was how they were going to do it. Get that line out and just pound it over. Just having a look to see if we can put a name on the scorer. Well, it's now 12 to with the try on the corner. Couldn't quite see who that was. Nice catch from. They'll try and force a turnover. Not so much. And now we're working those. Trying to get Hamill through, but the captain not able to get the handle. He's lost it.
Last guy, steps. You're shallow. Step. There you go, mate. Away!
Close to the line, another pick, another surge, right down to the line.
Relax,
referee says
forward.
Knocked forward right on the line. South Carolina.
5 meters, guys. Yeah, 5. Lost it. On the 5. Thank you. Bind. Set.
Scrum down to the Gamecocks now. This ball. Keown out to Rudzinski. He kicks it downfield. That'll be Holland gathering it. He takes us. The clear out is there. Just about every forward is there.
Hold. Separate tackle. That's a ruck. Now hands away. Ruck. Hands away.
Jacobs.
One by Tennessee. They rucked it faster.
Back.
All the way back. All the way back.
Clear out. Vollington.
Tackle. It's a ruck.
He clears
hands up.
out.
Play on.
Vickers. It.
Ruck time.
Where is it? A little bit slow now coming out. Vickers takes it himself.
Move, tackler.
Vollington right there.
Move, tackle.
And they're going, and over he goes. The pick and goes work. And Tennessee answers right back.
Yeah.
And that was all about that counterattack run. Will Holland, he went through, he made a few side steps, and then the commitment from the forwards to get right behind that. Go, go, go. And then suddenly. Sayers kicks it up. It looks good, but he's pulled it a little bit to the left. So Slim, did you expect anything different between these two teams?
Thanks, Cat. Yeah, man, you're good on you.
And forward again come Tennessee. That restart, suddenly good things happen, and there they go. Vickers again, so active.
One, back up, get on side.
Ball ever so slowly coming
side.
out. Dekluski now pops it off. Via in there. Ball comes out loose. Ball a knock on by Tennessee.
Don't need the help, but thank you. So Paul, I couldn't hear anything from you.
Well, certainly Via to get through.
Key up and say something.
Often on the first real attacking opportunity.
Okay.
So Tennessee.
Crouch!
But now ball, steep back line.
Set!
Rudzinski, Barnes, Harrell lined up. Captain, fullback Tim Hamill lurking behind there, ready to insert somewhere.
Oh, no.
Well, really happy to see how the field has held up this weekend. Mess despite the rain and despite there being all these rugby games there this whole weekend. It's shoved by Tennessee. Keown goes. He's got one man with him. He's going to dummy and send it out to Core. Core is caught, but the forwards are there. Taking it. Dropped, but it's dropped backwards. Gamecocks still have it.
Find last foot, guys. Tennessee, find last foot.
And now, big hit. The ball is loose.
Crossing.
Enough. The ball is loose, picked up, and the ball carrier runs around behind. Shepherding, crossing, obstruction, whatever you want to call it. Gamecocks did it, and that's the end of that. Looked very dangerous, but he had one guy, and it was really a 2-on-3. Jacobs, deep. Oh.
It's got to be points.
I think he hit the trophy.
Yeah, we got to give you guys a point for that. That's you.
Oh, so we have a bunch of glasses that the players get with little Skittles in them as kind of a thank you, and he broke a bunch of them with that ball. Run out of glasses.
Immaterial.
Well, just don't give one to number 12. Ball is driven into touch.
Not near the head, mate.
Number 8, Dylan Craven. And he was shoved into touch.
That's yours. Yeah, you guys are here. Thanks. Keep your game. I'm happy.
And really, we should talk about these South Carolina numbers with the lines that go through them, so they're completely unreadable. And I apologize for two. Rudzinski gets it out to his center. But he's isolated. Holding on. Holding on again. Isolated player. One standing out, waiting to be given the ball. Nobody going in to clear it out. Jacobs now can kick to touch again. Maybe he can hit the trophy this time. And Jacobs kicks, they don't make a lot of ground as a result, but he did get about 30 meters on that one.
You got it. Set it. Set it if you have to. No. What do you have?
Okay, Kaiser makes the throw, but it's not straight.
What do you guys have? Scrum and line up, somebody.
And South Carolina's going to, now it'll be the turn of Zach Mullen. Try and get that line out moving. Here we are in the SCRC final. We got about 5 minutes left in this first half, 12-11.
Hold.
South Carolina in white and orange, and there goes those backs. Look at that ball handling, not so bad. And then the adventure with which they want to play. They're in their own 22, and they're going to run.
Crouch.
Vickers putting it in for Tennessee. See if they go weak. The ball bumbled around, and it's going to be a turnover for South Carolina. Kind of thing called and reset. You've seen it called as a penalty against one team or another. And here just the turnover.
Crouch. Fine.
Now
set.
Put it in.
Sorry, boys. Somebody called hold. I need the hold. Thank you. Thank you.
Those front rows
Thank you, guys.
for Tennessee. Colin Thorpe, the team, along with Keenan Kaiser and Brendan Fellington. And there, South Carolina, Dylan Blackburn. All seniors for USC. In fact, their entire seniors. But out it comes. And Tennessee pressures. That's Jacobs. Loose ball. Did he touch it down?
Hold it.
Somebody had to have seen it.
Don't say anything. Paul. Don't say a word. Eyes on the scrum, the flanker breaking early.
Well, the referee is going to talk to the assistant referee. What did you see? Very difficult to right around the post. Referee goes back. What is his call? It's going to be a try. Well, that was just great pressure defense. Out the back of the scrum. Make them defensive play. Looked like
just on the inside of the post,
Charlie Jacobs was the one who, but nevertheless, it is a try. Tennessee is now in the lead, 12-16. Is good. So Sayers does his job. 18-12 here with about 90 seconds left in the first half.
What's that?
Almost as many points scored in this half as there were in the entire game the last time these two teams met. It works. Sneaky play, working well for South Carolina as they got something going now. Making a run, passing it out now. Keown trying to get somewhere, but that point of contact, kick ahead now. The chase, we've got two chasers from South Carolina. Hawkins for the Volunteers. How does he kept it? No.
On the line.
He's lost it. And it might have been Whipper. It might have been Hamill, but somebody came in, made the tackle on Hawkins, ball jarred loose, try. And so
we'll be full.
We've seen pretty much every defensive mistake or just defensive pressure brought on by the team in the attacking zone. 18-17, the kick to come from Keown. The kick is up, and it's away. And that will be the half. 18-17, Tennessee leads here in the SCRC final. Don't forget the game of the weekend where Kutztown takes on Big Ten Indiana.
Oh, really well. Yeah. It's actually a really good game. I mean, just pretty hard. I look up and I'm like, where'd the time go? You know, one of those type games, and you kind of go, this is fun. It's one of those games where you look up and you go, there's no time left? That's awesome. It's kind of fun. You guys having fun?
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Thanks for the help on that. Critical, early on. Huh? Like, first 3 minutes, I hear a, hey, throw a punch.
That's the one where the dude, like, almost thumb tackled the kid. The kid.
Penalty on Carolina, like, maybe 5-7 minutes ago. And before you blow your whistle, the orange guy came in and was ready. He hadn't even blown your whistle yet. He was just coming in to kind of rock. Then you blow your whistle. All the fans are screaming, oh, I was like, I didn't say anything. I'm thinking,
yeah, these fans are
I was scared to hear because that's what happened. They took it back. I mean, they didn't down it. Knocked it back.
Knock it back. Because I certainly wasn't.
Yeah, I had nothing. I couldn't see.
Yeah, you had nothing. Yeah, it's just a mishmash. And in that corner right there, you know, right there, looking that way, it's like what is it? I mean, it's like shadows and movement. They were looking for the flanker coming about early. Is what they were asking about. And that's what I asked you about. You said no, you didn't see it. So, all right, it's a try. I can't go upstairs. I've got that. Yeah, that's the score.
That's the right score.
None of that.
Nobody else.
Coach, hey, Coach, come here, guys. And what did you have? Okay, that's exactly what I had. Thank you, boys.
Well, I mean, I was like, oh. I think you're as far as the offside line goes without checking it. But
yeah, and it's, you know
one time you thought somebody was offside is because
he's fast.
And the guy took a hop step.
Yeah.
So you are watching, we were halftime here at the RAC. You don't see,
and you didn't say anything.
well, we've had a little bit of rain here, but it is still raining. Makes for slick handling, and that's what it's been all about in this game between Tennessee and South Carolina. Back of a scrum, sliding around, and
so we're just going to run around as a pod.
On the wet grass, try 2 penalty goals from Tennessee, put them in the lead, 6-5, and then and then they just charged over with their forwards. That was a try that made
what I
it.
was saying was, please tell the number 7 ball. He needs to be on side before he tries to tackle.
And then another try from
And the other thing is they're complaining about them not.
Carolina came back, in fact.
They're coming in row and
cleaning, yeah. They're hitting and then driving, so I'm fine with that.
When it was 13-5 because there was a conversion, scored a try. They scored a try that really was come down to, again, forward mistake, defensive mistake, a kick ahead, and a loose ball. That produced the end of the first half to make it 18-17. Tennessee leading.
Boom, 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 and then we have a try and then a try. So yeah, so they come running the guy on the kick. So the guy's isolated. He gathers a kick in. 2 defenders come down. The first guy tackles him, right? The second guy comes in
just on the last try.
Yeah, and a defender and a.
So it really is about who's going to hold on to that ball.
So yeah, that was it. So
the rain is getting a little bit heavier now.
They come down.
As we final game, we've got 1.5 games to go. This half game, this SCRC Championship game.
Goes like that and dives over and scores. It's good to miss, boys.
That was a tricky play with the kick. And
it was awesome.
Yeah.
When they kicked it and they rubbered it and everything, like, it's not 10 and the other dude.
Tennessee leading.
Really, he just stood there.
Yeah, he just stood on the other side of the ball.
Oh yeah, waiting for the ball to come to him. Oh no, he wasn't blocking him. He was waiting.
Now and then,
they should have been there.
The question on that is, so Tennessee guy can't come in and blow him out. He's got to come back and carry around and play the ball. If he comes through.
We had from the ACRC Bowl Series today. St. Bonaventure defeated Western Michigan 19. North Texas defeated Rutgers 19-16 on the last-minute try.
And then I'm running next to him.
Stony Brook won fair in a game that was 14-14 at halftime, but ended up and I believe it was 41-14. Just going from memory on that one. Minutes of the first half and last 15 minutes of the second half. to run away 54-21. Game is a little bit closer than the score indicates, but AIC still looked impressive. Yesterday, UMass, we had two close games, Notre Dame College over Syracuse and Boston College over Alabama. The idea of the ascendancy of whether the East Coast teams or the West Coast or the Middle America teams, it's kind of been a mixed bag. UMass and AIC really carrying the banner for the ECRC. All three of those ECRC teams. Team out of Ohio defeated Empire champion
I'll watch, but I'm looking at your
Syracuse, and yet MAC team.
Oh, that was cheeky.
Cincinnati.
Captain, ready?
Here, good attacking opportunities are going to become more and more kickoff from Tennessee. The ball goes into touch. That'll be a line out to Tennessee. So the MAC conference losing 2 games. Western Michigan, the MAC runner-up, 19-17, so not a terrible result. A Rugby East team. That was a great matchup. It was an exciting game. And here we are in the SCRC. Picking and going now. I think Tennessee's going to keep it in the forwards. That's where they've been able to make Vickers. The ball knocked out of his hand, but it went backwards. Again, the fly half for Tennessee calling for the ball, but the forwards are doing just fine on their own. Ball lost loose. I think that's knocked forward by a South Carolina hand, and so Tennessee retains the ball. They'll be happy with that. This is just going to be the type of games. When you play in the type of game like this, it's rainy and cold. It's not always pleasant. It's for the marbles. It's for all marbles. It's for rivalry. SEC teams. For this, their entire rugby careers, but foot up, drop down, and it's a penalty. Foot up would be a half.
Here's your five, guys, right here. Yeah, you're good right there. I'm sorry. Your knee dropped. That's what I saw. It's done. Play knock-on advantage.
So line out stolen by Tennessee. Vickers digging for it. It's going to be called up, a knock forward. So scrum down.
Is this the line right here? Fine. Set.
Vickers to put it in.
That's good to me.
Dekluski wants it now. He wants to use Jacobs. There goes Jacobs right through. Right. Via cuts back. He's right there by the line. Can they recycle quickly? Yes. Vickers tries to go himself. He had no one else with him. The forwards. Penalty advantage against South Carolina. Tennessee still has it. But that looks good. They pick it up. They go over. Is that enough? Not enough.
Back to the penalty.
Referee says we're going to go back to not releasing the tackle. Player penalty.
You didn't go quick. You okay?
And there's going to be a chat about it, and they say, why don't we kick it? Or do we want to run it? Do we want to call it scrum? And it looks like they've decided they want to tap it. Vickers taps. See who does it, but have they touched it down? Not yet. Pick it up. Accidental obstruction, and I think we're going to call. Yep. Accidentally running into your own man, so that's a scream. USC somehow escapes that, but the inside center for Tennessee, Charlie Jacobs, was almost through. Via was right with him. He was almost there. USC held them out.
Inside shoulder out, please, both.
Really not out of trouble yet, Gamecocks. It's not the deepest end zone.
Set!
They don't have a lot off.
Yep. Ready, drive! Stay behind it. Use it!
Keon gets it. The kick.
Hold. Now you're on.
It's to touch, but it's not very far. And Tennessee gets a line out inside the 22.
I think that is touch. What does that mean? Okay, that's yours right there. You got front ball.
And so Kaiser with the throw. Do something with it. They have numbers here. Can they go wide? Left winger. Whipper.
Hold.
Back again. Static ball. Very static. Whipped. One in particular. Sayers. The goal kicker finally gets to run. Out it comes. And Dekluski kicks it through. By Hamill. Tim Hamill touches it down, and then we go back to the 22 dropout.
Get him behind you, 9.
And
Behind him, guys.
The kick ahead, not a bad thought in this rain. Looking for somebody to make a mistake. Some nice punishing runs. Running from a fly half. Break through again.
Ruck time, yeah, clean.
What can the Volunteers do with it? They do get it out. It's bouncing around. And really, they're not able to maintain that go forward. The penalty. No, not a penalty. It is just a knock on by USC, and we'll get another scrum. We'll see a few more knock-ons. It is cold. The rain has abated a little bit. We're getting lots of little rainstorms coming over. They don't last very long. The major rainstorm in the region and appears to be missing us to the north.
Crouch! Bind!
So another put in for Tennessee. Big drive from US, but no, it's rescued at the back.
All the way back, all the
by
way back.
Craven. Moving it again, using the second rows. Out to Dekluski, he's going to kick through again. Kick too far again. This time it's going dead. It'll be a scrum. And you see how the winger for USC, Satch Core, jumped over the ditch at the end of that field, and it is full of muddy water.
You asked the question, I answered it. Crouch. Set. Use it.
Keown gets it out. He takes a while. His guys there. Barnes keeps going. He offloads. Rudzinski again.
Let him have it.
Out. That's Harrell.
Move, tackler, move. Rock.
We go with McGill.
Away, tackler. 7 on strip. That's a good strip.
Back out again. Using. Out.
Forward.
To Whipper. Whipper kicked it ahead, but it ended up being a forward. Well, they're trying to use it, and that makes sense, but to bring it into a ruck at some point, make the phase if you're going to force it. You can't force it with these kind of conditions. Really can't. You get away with it a little bit more in drier conditions for certain. Still a 1-point game, 18-17. 10 minutes into this second half.
Yes, that's fine.
Dekluski. Yeah, he sends it out to Via. Via, day runner.
That's fine, cleared you right out.
Use Jacobs as Dekluski again. Pops it back inside. And we're using our forwards now.
Release it. Rook.
That would be
No.
Doro. Roberts.
Not held. Now he's down. Yep, he won it.
Still the ball pass to kind of nobody, but
No
there is
tackle,
somebody
let it
there.
go. Legs out.
Tennessee again figuring out what are they going to do? What is their plan now? A little inside pass from Vickers.
Rock.
That works. Punching it up, but they're not going anywhere. They lose the ball, in fact.
Is he good? Yeah, he's fast.
Quick numbers.
Advantage is over.
They've got them. They've got those runners. Whipper's going. Taken down. Far too slow by USC, but they do get it out.
Tackle, rock, roll, tackler.
Clear out by Austin.
Away 4. Find last foot, yellow. All the way back. Back, Tennessee. Offsides, advantage.
And just a loose pass. Whipper tried to kick it ahead. He missed that too. Penalty against Tennessee.
You didn't hear me.
Let's see if they want to go for points on this one.
Watch your offsides over here, mate. Watch your offsides.
So in at the corner they go. Go for the line out. Oh, that's a good take. Nice execution. The maul, it's going. Drive, got it. And that's the way it's done, ladies and gentlemen. A nice solid throw, a solid take, a win. USC, great maul, and Tennessee had no answer from so close in.
Thanks for controlling it, though.
Well, the forwards got that one, and they deserved that one. A lot of hard work went behind that. USC captain Tim Hamill saying good job to every single member of that forward pack. Himself up for the conversion is 22-18 now. So an important conversion. He gets it, then it's more than an unconverted try is the difference. It's 6 points. Right now at 4, an unconverted try, Tennessee back in front. It's up, curls around, and it just missed. And so 22-18, you knew it wasn't going to be that simple.
That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead.
A high Cubs gathered.
Rook!
USC retains that nicely. Gathered up by Barnes. Barnes is elusive.
All the way back, hands away. No, he was on, boys. Slow ball came.
Dancing through. I think that's Barnes again. Some nice running. Hamill pushes him off.
Chest to chest. Chest to chest, no issue. You're open, Ryan. Ryan, check your mic. I think you're open.
A crucial drop ball.
Oh,
Every
you're
single
open.
one seems
Check
to be
it.
crucial because those attacking movements are at such a premium.
Crouch!
You
Bind!
hear the Gamecocks fans cheering. What they're cheering is "Let's go Cox," as in Gamecocks, Roosters that they are. Pick and go by Craven. The clear out. slow. Robert, out it
No, you're on
comes.
the head on that. You're on the head on that alligator roll.
Holding on, isolated.
On the head on
Isolated
an
was
alligator
uh,
There's Mark. Up on the neck.
and so holding on, and a penalty to USC. Into touch, into the 22. You think Gamecocks are thinking maybe we do that maul again. We're a little far out, but it'll work.
You go this way, you go with it.
Why not? Down. Brzezinski's got it. He fakes. He goes himself. He's still going. He's still going. Still going. Brzezinski, this fly half. Forward, and we're going to go back to a penalty against USC.
Penalty advantage.
But there you really had that snappy little running and aggressive style. And so back to the line out. Back to the 5-meter line out. Oh, will we see the maul again? Time. They set up the maul though. Tennessee ready, but still the maul is going. They're pulling his shirt off. Still they're driving. And very well done. Defensively, it looked to be Thule who pulled that ball and pulled that maul into touch.
I've got 5. I've got 5. Count your numbers. Now I got 6. 6.
So interesting to see a team score a specific approach and then just eschew that approach the next time they are in the same position. We saw it in previous games. Well, why not try it again? Maybe not every.
Good take.
Ball won by Tennessee.
It's a maul. Come around 4. Come around 5. Hands away now. Hands away.
Still they've got it, but it's a ruck close to their line. They've got to be very careful with it. Referee calls it up and said scrum down to USC. Fans really shouting now. They want to see it. They smell blood. 22-18, South Carolina leads. A try here. Maybe that's enough.
9, get off.
And the 8-man move. It stops. They've got it again. Brzezinski, is he going to go himself? He's going to use his backs. I think that was Hamill. But still, USC has it. And then, no. Isolated. Holding on. Same thing that happened to go. Players are just getting so quick to the ball. Referee is saying, if you don't have any support, got to get somebody over it.
Paul, you've got front. You can hear me? Hear me? Can you even hear me? You got front.
And so, a line out for Tennessee. Remember, they're behind. It's not just a case of surviving. They've got to get down the other end of the field.
Maul!
Won by Tennessee.
That's 1. He lost it. He lost it. Yeah. 4. 4. 4. I don't need the captain. After I blow the whistle, stop everything else you're doing. I don't want to see anything else. Let's have a scrum. Thank you. I had a word with you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, sir. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Rudzinski's got it. He just slips.
Play
I don't
on.
know what he was
Play
trying
on.
to do
One
there. That
by
is a
him. I don't
nicely
care. Hands
done
away.
steal by
Ball's
Tennessee.
out.
That's the way to
Ball's
get it.
out.
But it comes back to South Carolina side. And there goes Harrell. Still they bring him down. So much urgency now in the South Carolina attack. Tennessee, they formed their defensive. So South Carolina going straight ahead.
Side, get outside.
There's a question mark run. Ruck, Rudzinski pops it off. Fantastic offload in such conditions, being blasted. More pick and go.
Let it
You're going
come.
to see a lot of this.
That's good, you're last.
The key is to control it. On.
Hands away, boys. Watch your last.
So slow now. They got to speed it
Straight
up.
to the middle, no issue.
There it is.
Backwards, backwards.
Didn't like it. Had to kick it back to Rudzinski.
Release
now
it,
we're
thank
seeing
you.
players fall. The footing is not great. Core, nowhere to go. Back out again. First ball. The one ball to the inside.
Lost it forward.
And finally, scrum down, knock forward, Tennessee gets this put in.
Lost forward. That was good defense, what that was. Something like that. Something like that. Crouch! Fine!
And so the put in now goes to Tennessee.
Out!
The scrum falls apart, it's muddy footing. Tennessee has to run now. Jacobs tries to break out of that tackle, fails. Out we go again.
Got him.
Dekluski, nowhere side.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah.
Just the tension ramping to go. 22-18, South Carolina leads. And
Yeah, now I don't have to listen to that Australian coach.
has got to get out of their own end if they were hoping to even get a chance to score. I don't think we're going to see a long-range run. Getting wet, rainy. It's not raining right now, but it was raining through a good portion of this game. Stressed field. That's holding up very well, but it's still stressed.
Sub coming in. Thanks, Paul.
Won by USC. Out we go now. Rudzinski. First got it. He's just knocked down and he just sits down. It looks like he's in pain. And the referee stops and says, you know, let's have a look. He just sort of collapsed. And I think he was just kind of hit
No advantage in the line out.
in the body like a dead arm, but you never know. I'm not there.
Which team? Yeah, that's what I was called for. Okay. Somebody said he was out. Number 11. I want number 11 check.
Core gets up. He says, yeah, okay, I'll be all right. But that was quite the collision between him and Charlie Jacobs.
Cap.
Sort of, I'm not sure what he's talking about. We've gone back to two or three different marks.
Orange 12 sub.
And we're going to have a discussion.
Over here when he's done. We're doing a concussion, guys. It's way back over here, guys, in the line out.
Back on the far side of the field.
Yeah, sub on while they're testing him. It's just a concussion check. Yeah, yeah. Good to go.
And with a couple of subs coming in now, you can tell who they are because their jerseys and socks are shiny, shiny white.
Fine. Set. Straight out, straight out.
And we're going to
Straight
reset
out.
that
Team up
scrum.
top leg.
12 minutes to
Straight
go
out.
now.
Here we go, boys.
South Carolina leading Tennessee, 22-18. We have one more game after this.
Yeah, they're a little bit behind us, about a minute. Crouch!
With Indiana playing Kutztown.
Fine.
I see put up a really impressive 54-21 result over Clemson. Ball comes out, Rudzinski, and then they're going to work it back to Hamill.
Tackle, release.
Harrell, excuse me. Hamill's the fullback. Now ball, rucking over now. Good driving. Good pressure from Tennessee. The ball. That for Tennessee.
Play on. They can check
Well, we
in.
see that Micah Stewart is on for USC. Brett DuBois is
Go
on
water,
for
water
the
off.
game. They need to see another substitution.
Play on, please.
As it
ground,
looks
play the
like
ball.
Cal Austin forward for the Gamecocks.
Off. Time off. All right. He's a jumper, so we need him. Yeah.
And
All right,
Austin
sub
will
on,
be
sub on.
carried off.
Time is on.
And now with 10 minutes to go,
You're fine, guys. Just stay right
22-18, South
gap.
Carolina would probably like to get a try right here. They've got an attacking line out
That scares me when he does. Ball!
by
Get out
USC.
the
The
side,
maul
out the
set.
side. Come around.
The maul
Four, come
drive is
around.
on. There it goes. Oh, it's speeding up now. Problems
Side
for
entry.
Tennessee.
Another side
All
entry.
kinds of vision. Ball coming out. Rudzinski now looking to use somebody. Got some people out wide, but
Side entry.
the pass did not
Side
go to
entry.
hands.
Ball.
And with the turnover for Tennessee, they thought that they could kick it ahead, but we go back for a penalty, and it went fast.
Time off.
So fast, really, really hard to stay
get a running
onside
ball going.
and
Sorry.
defend against it. So back again they go. Here's
Tempted to go to the pocket. What number was this? I have no idea. It was him. Okay. Here. Not from the side. It's the team though.
USA players urging on
Okay, good,
their
thanks.
fans to get louder. We're going to do a tap move, I think.
Time
Keown
on.
has it. It's a penalty. Are they going to go for
Okay.
the line out? Going to kick that line. Do you think we're going to see
Guys,
a
be very
throw to the
careful
back
with this ball
pod
if there is
and
one.
a
Be very
maul?
careful.
I think we might. Looking to set up Sam Brennan. Perhaps is the jumper. Second pod, tapped back, not secure. Tennessee has it. Tennessee
All the way.
clearance
back.
between the ruck
Watch it.
and whoever's going to
Backwards.
kick. Long pass, what's going on? Trouble,
We'll come
all
back to the-
kinds of
to the
to
knock-on.
many people,
Advantage
probably
not
to
gained.
Dekluski,
Come back to the original knock-on.
who
Advantage
wasn't
not
able to
gained.
get a handle on it, and this to Tennessee after a earlier knock on.
Yes, it's about a minute and a half behind. Crouch. Fine.
Tennessee wins that. Now we're going to go Craven
Away,
trying to
seven.
take it up. Struggling for it, turnover, but
Offside,
it's going to
Jake.
be another
Standing
penalty.
in front of the last foot.
So many there have
Before you
been,
played it.
but both teams guilty
That's your
of
mark
really
right
trying everything they can. Pretty hard to stay on your
there. Find
feet
the last.
when you're trying to stretch over and poach a ball. Kick 6.5 minutes or so left. Remember, Tennessee, they haven't
All right, hold it. Sub.
really offensively in this
Which one?
second half. They've been stuck in their end for so long.
Two. Yeah.
They were leading 18-17. Fresh, powerful. I think that was Agnew, the new prop. Looking to run it.
Rook!
Well, those cleaner uniforms better be running. They've got 5 minutes to make an impression.
Slowing it down.
And there we go, straight up in the interior channels again. Tennessee looking to those defenders.
Slowing it down
penalty
here,
against USC.
Away. Roll away, please. 14, take a step back, take a step back.
And they go for the kick to touch. It's kept in, it's tapped ahead. Loose ball. Where is sir? I don't know if that was Dekluski. I think that was Dekluski. Almost rolled around it. If he had just had, that was almost a crazy, crazy try.
Guys, keep going away to tackles. Don't start that crap now.
But it's kind of worked out for they're in USC territory. Yes, it's a Gamecock put in for the scrum. This has been the first scoring opportunity for Tennessee in quite some time. And South Carolina probably ruined that they didn't kicks it to touch. Really doesn't rescue much. 22, what can they do with this? We really haven't seen them able to break through. Remember that break earlier on, fed with Via.
Oh!
The take is there.
Over.
The drive is there. Move it, they don't have to move it fast. They're still going. And they break out.
Rook!
The clearance is there.
Stay last, boys.
Digging for the ball now. Another pick and go. So careful. USC trying not to penalize. We search for another one, and yes, there is a penalty.
You're up on the head.
Can't kick for goal. Not going to help you. And so the touch. And he does kick for touch. He makes about a meter. Maybe a meter and a half. Just so much tension. The crowd
4 minutes.
Nervous on this.
Hold.
Well taken line out. They set up the maul now. They're going to drive. And the referee says, well, he calls it up, and it may have been, well, maybe he felt that the maul was held up and stopped.
3.5.
And so another scrum for USC. 2 minutes and change left.
Set. Just slip, guys. Everybody relax. Just slip. Come here. Right here, guys. Let's go right here.
So we're going to reset this scrum. These kinds of delays. Good news for South Carolina. Not good news for Tennessee. You knew it was going to come down to something like this. It's so tense. Tennessee scores a try. I think they win this game. A loose ball. What are they going to do? They're going to run with it. Radzinski sending it out. There's Hamill. He slides down, tries to save it. Where's the ball? And it looks like Tennessee may have turned it over. Yes, they have. Tears. Out it comes. In from the side. Penalized is South Carolina. Real.
2 minutes. Guys, gap, please, gap.
Less than a minute to go.
Right there. That's fine.
This is it. Tennessee. They're setting up that maul one more time. They were
One
stopped.
man, now we've got them all.
The last time, well, they break out.
Away, tackler, separate, 9
Break out to the left,
hands away.
digging for it. Downs, they've got a chance. Barreling through. The forwards drive them over. He's at the line. Is it a try? Held up. He was right there. The referee knew. Bodies on the ground. They went right underneath it. So one more shot. Scrum for Tennessee. Up or close to it. This is it. Score and win. Don't score and lose. That is what the deal is for Tennessee. Dekluski goes in.
It's a maul.
He goes in very high. He's held up. They've got to get the ball out. Yes, they do.
Hands away, Carolina.
Side.
Away, Carolina.
Recycled again. One more shot. Over. He's over. After all that, suddenly a gap held up. A gap opened up, and there he was. Well, they sent it out to Dekluski. He seemed to be held up, but they managed to recycle. They went again. They looked to go wide. And then they got it out to their flanker. And that was Bobby before, and he was held up. And Hughes was free and clear. Dummy. And there was a gap. And then suddenly it happened. 23-22. Tennessee leads. Andrew Sayers to kick this, but I don't think it's really going to matter. I think the game is over. We'll see. Well, can you imagine more dramatic than this? Sayers. The kick is away to the right. He misses. And that is it. Tennessee is your SCRC champions.
No, he was through. He was like 4 meters in. Just down. Nothing there. After the held up in goal. Wow, what a game. That's good. That's what we call. Oh, on the line out, yeah. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah. That's brilliant. Well done, man. Congratulations. Oh, it was a lot of fun. You're right. I love that. Yeah, you're right. It was. Thank you. I feel for Carolina, but either team. I mean, go another 20 minutes and who's going to win? Yeah, it's just so easy. To the game. Great game. You guys played great. Yeah, you played great. Thanks for the game, gentlemen. Thanks for the game, guys. Thanks for the game, boys. Thanks for the game, boys. Gentlemen. Thanks for the game, 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 gentlemen. No, you're good. Thanks for the game, gentlemen. Cheers. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the game. Cheers. So fun. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. Oh, there's a game. Yeah, I just told these guys. I'm cheering for out there. Who? Time changed when you came on and could find these jumpers in the line. Yeah, I agree with you. Perfect timing, yeah. And you got it done. Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was just a fantastic game. Yeah, right. And when he kicks the missile. I was telling Brett before, I said, hey, put your kicker going because every single team here has lost by a couple points. Almost all of the kicks. And all the kickers are horrible. Congratulations. Well played, guys. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Well played, guys.
Thank you.
Well played. Thank you.
Need a course refresher, sir. We'll take that course.
What was that?
Some guys being a jackass.
Oh, what did it say?
Just take that referee course one more time.
Going proud, baby. Oh, that's so much fun. It's just, the whole thing's just so there's like there's a minute left and I go to line. I go, is this fun or what? He's like, yeah, yes. Same thing. Yeah, no mouse. Yeah. 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 Yes, because the players who have formed them.
And here, let's hear a round of applause for University of South Carolina. Fantastic work. Obviously, they have a lot of pride in their school and their team, and we're pretty proud to have them here. We do have a couple of players. Is your fly half, Michael Brzezinski. And also honoring the great performance. Put that on, please. Where's your captain? But this one you get, and you did earn it. Runner-up, SCRC, congratulations. These guys worked hard. Well, there was another team on the field as well.
That's it.
We also had a team here in Tennessee that did not give up. They were out of the way and scored a try right again to win it. And very, very dramatic, very exciting. Enjoyed watching them. A round of applause to the University of Tennessee. Awards now. We have 3 players we'd like to recognize for their performance today. First off, one of your second rows, Kerry Ross. Kerry kind of scored the lead try, so I guess. We couldn't see. They're all the same color jersey now, all mud colors. Also recognize your number 1, your prop, Colin Dool. Yes, sir! And I don't know if you noticed, but it was raining and it was wet and it was very difficult to hold on to that ball. And so a lot of challenges for Steve Lucy.
Joel, where are you? Hey, get up here.
So we go old school. We have this trophy. This is the ACRC Bowl Trophy with the Royal Line logo on it as well. Look at this. We actually we actually played with balls like this. Seriously. But anyway, for winning your ACRC bowl game, here you go. To imagine the team worked harder for this. SCRC Conference Champions. Champions of conference. A Tennessee ball, I said it's great. To me, a Tennessee ball, I said to me, a Tennessee ball, I said it's great. To me, a Tennessee ball, I said it's great. To me, a Tennessee.
You probably should get 4 extra glasses.
So Tennessee victorious. They're the SCRC champions. 2015 ACRC Bowl Series, playing very well, beating a South Carolina team that had a lot of support in the stands, but Tennessee edged it. No, we're getting ready right now for our main event. It's Kutztown taking on Indiana, big champions, taking on the Golden Bears. A lot of talent on both of these sides. You know, really, we've had a lot of opportunities to put these Kutztown events behind our lens, so we're pretty familiar with that team. Indiana, we've only heard about them, had a conversation, excited to see what they got on and what they can do. You know, this is the culmination of a great event to get underway, and I'm gonna be quiet.